college junior who runs the social media account that tracks her $25 million private.
Nearly 1 in 5 people say they'd likely vote for her pick.
It's really just created a bigger issue for them by trying to make me stop.
The idea the campaign has floated is for Biden to even go to a Swift concert.
Don't get involved. Don't get involved in politics. We don't want to see you there.
Social media flight tracking. All right, buckle up because we're diving into some juicy drama. Imagine you're Jack Sweeney, just minding your own business, tracking celebrity private jets on social media. Sounds harmless, right? Well, not according to Taylor Swift's legal squad. They hit Jack with a cease and desist letter faster than you can say Swiftie. It's December, and Jack's probably scrolling through his feed, posting updates on where Kim K or Elon Musk are jet setting to next, when bam, he gets hit with this warning from Swift's legal eagles. They're basically saying, hey Jack, cut it out or we'll rain down legal fury on you. Talk about a buzzkill. Now you might be wondering, why all the fuss? Well, according to Swift's lawyers, Jack's posts aren't just harmless fun, they're straight up creepy.
College junior who runs the social media account that tracks her $25 million private.
A lot of people, Matt, you included, are wondering if Taylor Swift is going to be able to make it to Vegas.
Yet I don't know all the facts. I do know that what the student is doing, in my view.
Taylor Swift seems to have an effect on nearly everything, and now she's making an impact on young voters.
When Taylor Swift encouraged her fans last fall to vote, more than 35,000 signed up.
They're throwing around words like stalking and harassment, painting poor Jack as some kind of jet-obsessed paparazzo. And they're not just worried about Taylor's next shopping trip, they're talking serious safety concerns here. Like they're genuinely worried someone might use Jack's posts to track down Tay-Tay herself. Yikes. But hold up a sec, let's give Jack a chance to defend himself. He's not trying to cause trouble, he's just all about transparency and sharing public info, you know? And he's got a point. Shouldn't we all have a right to know where our favorite celebs are flying off to? Especially when they're racking up those carbon emissions faster than you can say environmental crisis? So there you have it, a classic clash between a social media sleuth and one of the biggest pop stars on the planet. Will Jack back down and delete those posts? Or will he stand his ground and keep the updates coming? Only time will tell, my friends, but one thing's for sure, it's one heck of a wild ride in the world of celebrity drama. Swift's influence on 2024 election. Alright folks, let's talk politics and pop stars. You wouldn't think Taylor Swift's catchy tunes and lethal dance moves would have much to do with the presidential election, but think again. In the wild world of American politics, Swift's endorsement is like the Holy Grail, and both Team Biden and Team Trump are desperate to get their hands on it. It's 2024, and the race to the White House is heating up. Biden's gearing up for a rematch against Trump, and every vote counts. That's where Taylor Swift comes in. Reports are swirling that both camps are bending over backward to snag her support. I mean, who wouldn't want a piece of that Swiftie magic?
Why are you doing this?
You know, I believe that the information should be out there.
As a University of Central Florida student, Jack Sweeney received a cease and desist letter from Taylor's team.
Okay, Eugene, have we ever seen this kind of effect on a singer, on their followers?
Nearly 1 in 5 people say they'd likely vote for her pick.
It doesn't seem like it. I mean, she's actually gotten into some tiffs with some conservatives on social media.
We don't know what you're going to do, but it's going to be interesting stuff along the way. Thanks for joining us, all right?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now you might be scratching your head, wondering why all the fuss over a pop star's opinion. Well, here's the deal. Taylor Swift might not have the power to snap her fingers and sway individual voters, but when she speaks, her army of fans listens. And let me tell you, that army is massive. We're talking millions of diehard Swifties ready to do whatever their queen says. So while Swift's endorsement might not magically turn Republicans into Democrats or vice versa, it sure as heck can get people off their couches and into those voting booths. I mean, imagine you're a hardcore Swift fan, scrolling through your feed and suddenly Tay-Tay tells you to go vote. You bet your bottom dollar you're gonna listen. And let's not forget about the power of Swift's influence beyond just her music. She's been using her platform to speak out on social issues, from LGBTQ+ rights to women's empowerment. So when she throws her weight behind a candidate, you better believe her fans are paying attention. So there you have it. In the high-stakes game of presidential politics, Taylor Swift is the ultimate wild card. Will her endorsement be the deciding factor in the 2024 election? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, when Taylor Swift talks, people listen. Stalking and harassment concerns for Taylor Swift. Let's talk about something serious for a moment, stalking and harassment. Now, we all know Taylor Swift is one of the biggest names in the music industry, but with fame comes a dark side that nobody should have to deal with. I'm talking about the creeps and crazies who think it's okay to invade someone's privacy and make them feel unsafe. Recently, Swift's legal team fired off a cease and desist letter to a college student who was tracking celebrity private jets on social media. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. See, Taylor's lawyers weren't just worried about some innocent hobby, they were seriously concerned about her safety. Taylor's had more than her fair share of run-ins with stalkers and weirdos trying to get too close for comfort.
It's funny, you're equal opportunity on this, right? You've irritated a lot of famous people. We had you on when you were tracking Elon Musk's jet.
Concert schedule.
Yeah, just delay the whole thing if she can't make it.
I mean, some people might really like that, you know?
About race issues, women's issues, LGBT issues, and she's gotten really involved quite a few times.
Is really popular among all voters. Her favorable rating is 70%.
They're proud of me. Last December I got on the Forbes 30 under 30 list.
Picture this, you're just trying to live your life, go about your day, and suddenly you've got some stranger lurking outside your house or following you wherever you go. It's the stuff nightmares are made of. Now imagine you're Taylor Swift. Everywhere you turn, there's someone trying to get a piece of you, whether it's snapping photos of you in your private moments or trying to track your every move. It's enough to make anyone feel paranoid. So when Swift's legal team saw this college student posting the locations of her private jet online, they hit the panic button. They know firsthand the dangers of giving out too much information about Taylor's whereabouts. It's not just about protecting her privacy, it's about keeping her safe from the real-life creeps who would stop at nothing to get to her. So next time you see someone stalking or harassing a celebrity online, remember, behind those headlines and red carpet photos, there's a real person who deserves to feel safe and respected. Let's all do our part to stamp out this toxic behavior and make the world a little bit safer for everyone. Environmental controversy. Let's dive into the tangled web of public perception and environmental controversy surrounding celebrity travel. Buckle up because this is one heck of a ride. Taylor Swift, global superstar, is flying around in her private jet like it's no big deal. Now, don't get me wrong, private jets are pretty sweet. They're like flying palaces in the sky. But here's the thing, they're also major carbon emitters. And in this day and age of climate change and environmental awareness, that's a big ol' no-no. Now, enter Jack Sweeney, the college student with a knack for tracking celebrity flights on social media. Seems harmless enough, right? Wrong. See, Jack's little hobby has stirred up a hornet's nest of controversy. People are up in arms about the environmental impact of celebs like Taylor, zipping around in their private jets like there's no tomorrow.
It's really just created a bigger issue for them by trying to make me stop.
The one that is clearly responsive, sort of 18 to 25.
One idea the campaign has floated is for Biden to even go to a Swift concert.
What do your parents think about this?
And her impact with these voters is still pretty high, despite, her...
Don't get involved. Don't get involved in politics. We don't want to see you there.
And let's not forget about the privacy concerns. Imagine you're Taylor Swift, just trying to get from point A to point B without the whole world knowing your every move. Suddenly, some random dude on the internet is broadcasting your flight plans for the whole world to see. Talk about a major invasion of privacy. But here's where things get really juicy. Jack's not just some random internet troll, he's shining a spotlight on a much bigger issue. He's got people talking about the legitimacy of private jet travel in the age of climate change, and let me tell you, it's a conversation that's long overdue. So what's the takeaway from all this drama? Well, for starters, maybe it's time for celebs like Taylor to think twice before hopping on that private jet. And maybe, just maybe, it's time for all of us to take a long, hard look at our own carbon footprint and think about the impact we're having on this big, beautiful planet of ours. After all, it's the only one we've got. Celebrity fandom and politics. All right, let's talk about the wild world of celebrity fandom and political engagement, starring none other than our girl Taylor Swift. Strap in, folks, because this is one heck of a roller coaster ride. Now, we all know Taylor's got an army of diehard fans, right? I'm talking Swifties who eat, sleep, and breathe everything Taylor. But here's the thing. These fans aren't just sitting around singing along to Shake It Off all day. They're getting political. Enter Taylor Swift, the unexpected political powerhouse. See, Taylor shocked the world when she started endorsing political candidates and urging her fans to get out there and vote. And let me tell you, it sent shockwaves through the fandom. But here's the kicker. Taylor's not just some random celebrity spouting off about politics. She's got serious sway. Her fans hang on her every word, and when she tells them to do something, they listen.
Before we sat down and taped, you were saying to me that having a singer or a celebrity get involved in the midterms is pretty unusual.
Conspiracy that the Super Bowl is rigged so that Taylor can take center stage and endorse Biden.
Yeah, I can imagine if you all of a sudden have Taylor Swift and Elon Musk threatening to sue you.
Reminding people that this is a place where she is really invested and cares about.
But I guess what I'm wondering is, are you surprised that it gets under their skin so much? Why do you think it does?
So when she started talking about the importance of voting, you better believe her fans sat up and took notice. Now, does this mean Taylor's single-handedly deciding elections? Not exactly. I mean, let's be real here. Her fans aren't mindless drones who blindly follow her every command. But what she is doing is mobilizing her army of Swifties to get involved in the political process. And let me tell you, that's no small feat. We're talking about potentially millions of young, passionate voters who might not have otherwise bothered to cast their ballot. So while Taylor might not be directly swaying individual voter decisions, she's definitely shaking things up and getting people talking. So the next time you see Taylor Swift popping up on your Twitter feed talking politics, remember, she's not just a pop star, she's a political force to be reckoned with. And who knows, maybe she'll inspire a whole new generation of politically engaged Swifties to change the world. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.